Hi guys, I'm gonna have a look today at Vlookie-teur, which is from I think the quarterfinals last year, so 2025. I'm not gonna solve everything, but I'm in a practice mode a little bit because I keep getting worse and worse as I did not practice, and I still think you don't have to really do old cases completely again. Like from time to time it's fun, but usually it's not a, well, at least not for me, practice, because for me I want to understand how Excel behaves and I want to be able to, well, be a good problem solver. So just practicing old cases is not helpful. But I think I'm gonna revisit some hard levels for old cases because that's fun. So yeah, I don't have lambdas today. I have this and I have this. Okay, so let's just say, um, okay, that's interesting. I'm just starting with naming this MP. And I'm just gonna do to call MP1, which just is that, which I want to name content. Then I want address maybe. So to call if MP is not nothing. So I could also, of course, we can do it like that, because text is more than nothing and number, well, it's fine. Then I want the address, which would be, well, well, it's a little bit laggy. I don't know why, but oh, there's nothing. I really want that. Yeah, that, and then I want to ignore errors. It should be the same alignment, yes, but I want a 2 here. Now I have my address, right? Then let's just say roll call. Row is regex extract slash d plus. This one. Column is a little bit more difficult. So if I want regex extract, right, we can do regex replace, it's easier. Slash d is nothing, right? Now, when I think about it, and I take the code of it, right, I get 64, and now in this case it's minus 64. It's the second column. This does not work here. Right, A is fine, but it's not the same. So what I have to do is I have to split that. So let's just say mid sequence 2, right? 1, I guess, like that. Ah, I did not close the bracket, so no, like that. And pretty much I have to multiply this one a little bit. Well, I have to start somewhere else, right? I have to start at 26. So pretty much what I can do is, I think it's really just like that times 26 times 1. Oh, it's again the separator. Yeah, and now it should be a sum. That looks okay, I guess. Yeah. Now the thing is, I'm getting a value here, right? But that is fine, because what I can do is I'm doing minus 64, right? And my 64, so sine of 64 is 1. Huh? Wait, what? Not sine, car. Sorry, is the add symbol. So what I can do is I can concat. Technically, there are better options, I guess, but like that, and then I'm just gonna do right 2, and now we are also there with the column. A good part now is I don't have to do it like that. I can, right? If I do it like that, I can do now the whole address. No. Oh, well, like that. Nice. And I can sum by call. So by row, I mean, of course, sum. And now I have my actual column with that just going inside. I'm doing it like that because I want to practice it. So I know that it's not the fastest right now. Like no one does stuff like that manually anymore. But I think it's quite okay. So now I can do my ROCO, whatever. I do row times 1,000,000 plus column. Of course, I could also do that without, yeah. And now I want to do stuff. So the task is pretty much you're starting in B2 and you want to get somewhere. And you can always do those steps. So what I want to do is I want to prepare, I don't know the shortcuts. So let me just do like that, whatever like that. Ah, I don't know the shortcuts. It's fine. Something like that. Maybe now what I have is usually if you want to move on a map, you can do it in different ways. Like either you calculate with row and column numbers, or you put them into one because it's easier. So if I go left, I do -1, 1 minus 1,000,000 and plus 1,000,000, right? 1e6. And now if I do it like that, I see each value in which I can move. And now you can see I have top, what is the order here? Connections, top, left, right. So I have top, left, right. So top, left, bottom, and right. Diagonal is not there, so that's fine. So now I can just take all of them. And now I want to try something. I can say text after, right? And if I do, it's not semicolon. If I do like 1, 2, 3, right? Then it's again because it's a separator. Interesting, right? That works. Now the only part is that I'm missing is the first one. So I want to do something like that maybe, and I can even put it in a 4. Let's see. Now I want the first one, so text before would not work for that, but what works is text split, because text split doesn't work on an array, it only returns the first value, which is exactly what I want, right? So now what I can do is we can do it like that and we're good. Now I can multiply everything with my values, and I think now if we format them, this is my, well, I would say offset dir, whatever, let's call them dir. This is tile, or let's call it tile, it's fine. Now we have our setup. So what I want to do is I want to reduce. I start in B2, so I can start in B2. So now what I want to do is, let's just do sequence 1 for now. Lambda IC. I usually have like I for my accumulator, I think, and C is the current value, so that's what I think. And then I want to start a let. First thing is I want the content. No, I don't. Let's make it directly clean. Like that. So I'm starting here, which is row 2, column 2, so it's B2, and I don't have a step yet. I can also start at 1, which will probably be fine, but we will just start at 0 for now. So what I want to do is I want to take the first column, so let's say visited or something is just take I1, take I1, then is my round or steps is drop I1, then my max step is usually I don't name it like that, but I need to get into that. So max steps, then car or last step or last moves, whatever is filter visited, where steps equals max steps, right? So if I'm look at that now, last moves, for now I only get nothing, which is interesting. Sequence 1 IC visited take drop max, yeah, filter visited is fine, steps max step and not max steps. Okay, so pretty much I only get my starting value, right? But what I can do now is I can get the directions I can move from there. So my content cont equals xlookup, I can do that here. Xlookup, well, it's pretty much my last moves. In ROCO, returning from content. And it should be sorted. Right, so that's why if it's sorted, I can do the binary search. Now I want to, for this, which is this one, right? I get that. I want to get the moves which we just did. So now I want the, well, let's say direct. I want to, since I can have more than one cont, I can't use X lookup, so I'm gonna use choose rows. My dear, for X match cont in well, how did I call it? Tile? Yeah. So let's just check direct. Those are the directions which work because it's up and nothing and down and nothing. So that works. One important thing which I think I have to do is I would not find those here, right? I can't find a tile for one of the things in the last column or last row. But if I have them, so if I want to, let's just go here maybe. Let's say we reach that, yeah. So I can X match. Those are my options in tile. I can't do a choose rows if one of them isn't an A. So I have to probably do something against that. So let's do last moves. Last move. Let's just do it like that. And then we'd say last moves is filter. No, that is not right. This one is a content. So let's just say con. And I call con now filter con where is num oof, is num oh my god, x match con and tile, right? So now need to close the bracket. I am good now. Direct. Now I can do my last moves plus direct, which is now the next step pretty much, and I have to check well if they are valid pretty much. So ifs last moves. Well, let's just call them steps. Step next maybe. So ifs is num, and let's start with, I want them to be in ROCO, right? Because then they are valid. Because let's just check. I'm not sure if everything makes sense what I'm saying. So if I go up, this would be because it's 1, 2, it's A, and sorry, it's not A. It's row 1 and column 2, so it's B1. B1 is not here, so it's not a valid move. So I want to get rid of it. So what I can say is number X, writing in English, is number X match next in ROCO? I should be able to do binary search. So that is the first step. But I need again another step because I don't want to have duplicates, right? So X match my current steps, so the next ones in where I already was. So that's in steps. No, that's in visited. And if both of them are true, I want next. And then I want to call that. And I know that I can get duplicates here because if I have different starting cells, both directions can do the same. So now I have my can. This is one candidate, and now what I want to do is I want to vstack I, and I want to expand, not expand. I want to expand can with, well, technically since I started with 0, I could do just C for now, but maybe if I change it to 1, I want max steps plus 1. Right, and then I can delete that and I max step again. Oh, what? Yeah, okay. Again, I'm not, yeah, nice. Like that. Now let's just see. If I do 10, works 100. Seems also to work 150. Looks also fine. But I know that somehow maybe 200 still works. Okay. I don't know when we are at the boundary. Okay. Because now, if this is empty because nothing is new or nothing is in ROCO anymore, I'm getting an error. So what I want to do now is mine. I want to say if is error at can, right? Then I want just I, otherwise I'm stacking. Okay. That looks, I think, not bad, but sure we have 214. But this is, let's see. I think I have to do +1, but okay. So what I want to do is, right, I want to do the same as before. Where is it? So let's just say, this, oh, this times 1e6, but I only want one input. And I want this one as well, and I only need that plus that plus some, let's just do double brackets, it's easier now. So let's see. If I take that here and here, looks decent. Now I can VLOOKUP for the haters. I'm also one of the guys who really use VLOOKUP sometimes, because why not? 15, let's just say +1 for now. Okay. Okay, we have some errors. So what is this one? Why are we not reaching it? CR68. Huh? That is weird. Because there is a way. There's always a way. I don't understand it. So I think technically the solution looks decent. It looks good, but where's the mistake? That's why I'm practicing, right? Just writing it is not difficult, but to debug it is difficult. Reduce, I'm starting with anything. Like I could start with 1, then I wouldn't have to do +1. I'm doing steps. I'm taking all I've visited, I'm taking all the steps I had and take the max of them to filter what I've visited by the one I did with the last step. Makes sense, because I don't want to always add the same because it's just repeating. I'm getting the content, which is fine. It should be fine because they are valid, so they have a content. Well, I don't think that this is an error, but whoops. No. Because they are sorted, so right, so when I do sort this equals that, and I can do end. Right, so I can do the binary search. Then my number content filter is number x match. Yeah, because I don't want the ones I can't reach. Direction is fine. Next is the addition. To call if the number is x match next. Yes. Next in visited. So I don't want it in visited, but I want it in ROCO. Yes. I want to unique that and I want to stack that. So I don't see the error, which is bad. But what we can do is, because this is just a to row, well, I'm just gonna do row of that times 1e6 plus column of that, right? Whoop. Why? Oh, okay, 1 like that. 1e6. Okay, that was interesting. So that is pretty much just my grid, right? So when I now do, let's just say, if in A, I guess we look up again. We look up that and Z2. Then I want nothing. This doesn't help me at all. um, let's just do maybe something like that. That is not helpful at all, except that I don't reach this part here, which is interesting. So when I copy it like that, right, and I can go to my starting cell, I can paste column width. Okay, it's W here, and then I can press. Okay, I also don't know the shortcut for that, but I see. That is fine. I don't get there. That is fine. So maybe let me look. That works. Somehow here it says also that I don't get there. I'm so confused. Let's just go like this maybe. Again. W, like I want to go one back. So that doesn't work because I can go there, I can go there. So interesting. Why is it wrong? Right, so it looks like I can go down if I'm not wrong. So this is CT. This is like that. Well, so 13. What? Yeah, 13 and 97. So, my god. 13 and 97, okay. Yeah, so why is it like that? Why does it not go? Interesting. 13 and 97, 13 and 97, 13 and 97. What am I doing? Something seems wrong and I don't know what. So this is CT14. So let me check. Within, no, login values, CT, I forgot that 14. Yeah. Did I have a mistake here? No, it looks right. I can go up. Yeah, it's top, left, bottom right. Top is minus, left is this, bottom, no. Top left, bottom right. That looks correct to me. I'm a little bit confused, to not say that I'm a lot confused. What's the issue? Why does it not work? I don't understand. Yes, well, like there. So if I copy it like that, I can do the same, right? Why is that not working? Why? What? Interesting. I don't really understand. What could be the issue? What could be the issue? Because I don't have them inside here, right? So I should be able to get there. But so I have it here. Yeah. And I have it right. Or is it wrong? Oh, that's right. Column. CT14. Yeah. And row is obvious. So that looks good. But why? I don't understand. Why? If anyone knows, I literally don't know. I don't think I want to Well, I'm gonna take a break. Okay, so after thinking about it, I'm gonna try if that works, but even if it works, I don't understand why directly. Because I just go there and don't return. So now I don't know if my name's expanded. Whee! They did not. Okay. Right, so now I need to expand my ranges. So content is until 10,201. 201. 201. It's always 201. Okay. 201. 201. Boah. Oops. 201. Yeah. 201. And that's hopefully it. And now exit. Okay, it changed. So now everything works. If someone can explain to me why that is, because I checked a bit and I don't understand it. BB98, right? So if I go to like that BB98, where is it? It's somewhere here. Why does it change anything if I have those fields? I ever only go out. I never come back in again because I just do them in one direction. So if anyone can explain that to me, well, I would be really, well, thankful, I guess, because I don't understand it. After changing the outgoing symbols, well, after changing the corners to actual paths, it works, but since I ever only, like I get here, then I go out and that's it. Maybe it's somehow it creates an error, but what I'm doing is, why I'm confused is, my next move, right? Oh, shit, sorry. The next move here. That is pretty much like, let's say I'm here. I do the next move. This is one of the options, okay? And one of the options, let me think. Yeah, that is fine. So this is in my ROCO when I have it. So then this is an A is true because I have not visited. Is number is true because it's in ROCO. So it's inside. And next time I get it, I get the content, which was then like an icon, which is fine because I filter them out. And as long as something is not an icon, I still have something, so I don't get an error. So this is not true, so it should work. So yeah, please help me find out what the mistake was. This took longer than I expected, but technically I think it's still fine. I need to do stuff like that again more because I did not do it a lot of times now and I want to get faster again. So thanks for watching, guys. Maybe you will join me in my training and have a nice day.